Hey, what up, everybody? Here with Marcus Schmidt, online community manager here at Windows. He invited us out to his Redmond building.
Yes,
No,
my whole building.
his entire building. But yeah, he's a very cool guy. He's big on Twitter. He's part of SMC Seattle, and yeah, just wanted to thank you for letting us come out and talk with you.
Hey, thanks for coming out, Kenji. Happy to have you over here in sunny Redmond.
For once, huh?
For once.
So, Marcus, you're the online community manager for Windows.
For Windows, yeah.
What does that mean?
So I work across the whole Windows product family. Windows, the operating system, Windows Vista, Windows 7 is obviously the thing we're talking about a lot now, plus Windows Live, which is our online services and products that connect to those online services. And really what I do is I spend most of my time looking for consumers that are super passionate and super enthused about those Windows products and try to give them a way to tell their stories better, try to give them a way to share their tips better. We've got an online site called the Clubhouse where they get together and kind of swap stories and tips and things like that, and they review and rate each other's content. And then as the cool stuff emerges, then we try to showcase that to everybody else. So we'll put it on our publicly facing websites, we'll put it in newsletters, we'll tweet about it. So we'll basically try to say, here's a bunch of people that really love Windows, really have a bunch of interesting ideas, interesting stories, interesting tips. And hey, the rest of you, maybe take a look at these, get inspiration, get ideas, and you know, if Kenji uses Windows Live Writer, maybe I want to use Windows Live Writer, or if one of our community members, her Twitter name is Techno Grandma, if she can do photo stitching with Windows Live Photo Gallery, you could do photo stitching with Windows Live Photo Gallery. So it's that kind of stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I saw that commercial, then I was inspired that I could do that with the picture, and I did it, and I was very impressed with it, and
Awesome.
I'm not just saying that.
Good.
So,
Thanks for being a customer.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, but there's got to be a lot of chatter because of Windows 7 just coming out.
Windows 7 is just phenomenal. I mean, the amount of people talking about it, the positive vibe around Windows 7 has been incredible. The feedback we're getting, it's great to have like the MS Windows Twitter account, @MSWindows, out there when we release the product to see what the reaction is almost immediately. That's one of the things I love about social media is you get an instant reaction and an instant pulse of what the market thinks about what you're doing. When we actually released the beta and the release candidate, we were able to see stuff on Twitter about the download experience before we could see it anywhere else. So like someone would tweet, hey, I'm having a problem downloading the Windows 7 RC in Germany. All of a sudden we can go to the IT folks and say, hey, what's up with the servers in Germany? I mean, we're getting this feedback from Twitter. So it's phenomenal. I mean, the chatter about the product has been off the charts.
Wow, that's really, really cool. So getting to you personally, Marcus, why do you like social media?
For me, it's a way to connect with our customers and listen to what's on their mind and see what they're interested in, see what kind of cool new ways they're using our products, what new tips they've come up with, that kind of stuff. So for me, it's just a way to get more connected with our customers. I think that's something that every business could do, right? Is figure out a way to use social media to listen to what your customers are saying, get connected with them, jump into the conversation with them, those kind of things. So that's what I love about social media.
Great, great. And so you're on the SMC Seattle board.
I am.
What is your role there?
I work on speakers and event content. So I work with @BMW, another guy that's on the board. You can check him out on Twitter. We have so far had a couple great events with a couple great speakers, and we're looking for more folks to line up in the future. So if you happen to be viewing this and listening to this, ping me at Marcus MSFT is my Twitter account, and let me know if you're interested in speaking at one of the events or got cool stuff you want to share with the SMC Seattle universe. That's been a really, really rewarding experience to be part of the board and part of that group. Just to see the amount of enthusiasm and the interest in social media in Seattle has been phenomenal.
So getting back to your job, what would you say your favorite part of being an online community manager is?
I think it's that I get to work with our fans every day, right? Every day I leave, my office and I say, wow, I learned something new from these customers. I found out how much they like these products. Sometimes I find out how much they don't like our products and the feedback that they have and how they think we could make them better. But that's the coolest part of my job is I get to work with people that really, they actually like our products. They like our company. They want us to be successful. So it's sort of life affirming when you leave. It's not like you have to work every day with your harshest critics, although sometimes they can be that way. Sure. But it's great to come back and say, wow, these people really like what we're doing and they like the direction we're heading.
Great. And so you personally, you have a blog, correct?
I do, yeah.
What do you blog about?
Mostly Microsoft product-oriented stuff. We were joking before we started recording here that I would say my social media life is probably like 80% work and Microsoft and Windows-related stuff, and maybe 20% personal stuff. So mostly I blog about things that I've discovered with the products. I blog about maybe my ideas about how you could use Windows Live or Windows Better. Maybe my own personal uses of them, and like I went on a big vacation last year with my wife to South Africa. We took 3,300 pictures, and then I told everybody, hey, this is how I used Windows and Windows Live to help me kind of organize that big pile of pictures and then share it with my friends and family. So actually, in a way, blending the personal with the business a little bit, you know, giving insights into the way I use the products myself.
Wow, that's really cool. South Africa.
South Africa. It was a blast.
Yeah, what'd you see?
I highly recommend it. We were there for like almost 3 weeks. The first probably 6-7 days was all photo safari stuff. That's where I took my 3,300 pictures. And then after that, we went down to the lower part of this. Oh, sorry. You got this room?
Yeah, well, I'm in a little bit.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
No worries. Thanks. So maybe you might have to do a little editing there. Because we just got interrupted.
That's okay.
Okay, so back to South Africa. So what's going on is we did this big photo safari thing. Then we went down into sort of the southernmost part of the country in a place called the Garden Route, and then over to Cape Town, and then finally wrapped up at the South Africa wine country, which was very, very cool.
Very, very cool.
So I highly recommend it. It was a long trip. I flew over to Amsterdam and then all the way down to Johannesburg. Took the better part of a day, but it's well worth the travel.
So that's very cool. How long is that flight?
Man, it had to be like, what was it, like maybe 7-8 hours to Amsterdam, and then another probably 8-9 hours to Johannesburg, something like that, with a little bit of a layover in Amsterdam, and yeah, it was crazy.
That's a long flight.
It was.
So, Marcus, you're also a bit of a gamer, from what I
am. Yes, you and I have exchanged notes about that. I'm not a very good gamer, but I'm a gamer. I like my Xbox 360, and I like to try different games on the 360. I think you and I have Fable 2 as a common passion there.
Absolutely. So, what are your favorite games?
Right now, I'm playing a lot of Halo Wars, which is the real-time strategy game based on the Halo franchise. And I have my Xbox 360 status reflected through my Windows Live Messenger status, which then gets piped into my Facebook status. So everybody's always looking at the fact that I'm playing Halo Wars all the time, and it's always on my Facebook status. They're like, do you ever do any work? I'm like, well, if you look at the time, it's actually in the evenings. It's not like I'm playing it during the middle of the day or whatever.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Well, Marcus, really appreciate your time. Thank you for having us out.
Not a problem. Glad to chat with you. Hope to see more of your social media profiles in the future.
Absolutely. So final question, leave you on this. You're from South Dakota.
I am.
Tell me an amazing South Dakota fact.
Well, probably the most amazing thing about South Dakota is we have this this mountain that was carved called Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's in South Dakota. That's probably the amazing fact that most people don't realize it. Everybody's heard of Mount Rushmore, but they're not exactly sure where it is. And it's in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
Well, now we know.
Exactly.
And knowing is half the battle. All right. Thank you very much.
Take care.